Hey, my name is Kim. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing a week of dinners and lunches. I really like blending the two types of videos because I found before when I did a week of lunches, it wasn't long enough to be enough for a whole video for whatever reason, but blending the two, I get a nice length of video. And also it's nice to see how like dinner becomes lunch the next day and stuff. So anyways, if that interests you, please keep watching. All right, so I am just making lunch for my 7-year-old for tomorrow. There's a lot of random leftovers in this little bag here. He has some chips. It's funny, this was actually his brother's snack bag, and now his interests are now like what his brother's used to be, so just passing things down, but I think he'll be excited to see this. He's got some leftover naan bread from on Saturday. We had leftover chicken curry, and I just made some homemade naan bread to go with that. We had ramen with some sliced steak, so he's got that. A cookie, why is it so dark? Grapes, and a granola bar. Seriously, why did it get so dark? Weird. So it is Monday, and I'm just making some snack wraps for dinner. I'm gonna do a honey mustard sauce. I'm gonna cook this whole box of chicken strips. And yeah, we'll just make snack wraps. I'll show you how to put them together. It's just chicken strips, cheese, lettuce, and yeah, wrapped up in a flour tortilla, kind of like McDonald's makes. All right, so here I have the air fried chicken strips. We have some shredded cheese, we have lettuce, we have some homemade ranch that I make with mayo and ranch seasoning that I make, and some buffalo sauce and the wraps. And this is how it looked all put together, a nice and simple dinner. For lunch on Tuesday, I just made some simple peanut butter and Nutella sandwiches. This is a winning combination around here. I just do a little smear of Nutella instead of jam. And this is how the lunches looked all put together. So here's my 4-year-olds. And here is my 7-year-olds. Today is Tuesday, and I'm making lasagna for dinner. I had planned to make something else, but I got a couple things off of Flash Food. So I got a 2-pack of ricotta off Flash Food the other day for $3. I got a bunch of Italian sausage. It was $4 a pack, so I got 3. I'm going to use one of them for lasagna. And then I grabbed some lasagna noodles to make it. I always use oven ready. I have spinach here that I bought for Italian wedding soup, but I'm going to use for this. 2 jars of sauce. And then, yeah, the rest of these are going to go in the freezer. And this is also going to go in the freezer, and it only costs $7 for 2 pounds. So that'll be a yummy taco meal one of these nights. All right, so I've got 6 noodles in here to make a small lasagna, and 12, I think, in here to make a bigger one. There's a sausage and sauces and a little bit of water just because these are oven ready noodles, so they do soak up more liquid. And then there's the ricotta, spinach, and egg, and then some seasonings. So yeah, the sausage ricotta combo is so tasty. Cottage cheese and beef is good, but seriously, if you haven't tried this, you gotta. All right, so don't mind the mess in the background, but this is ours, and this is my grandparents. I know they look the same size, but this has about half of the quantity of ingredients. It just looks bigger because of the design, but hopefully that'll last my grandparents at least 2 dinners. And this one's for us. We cut into this before I remembered to film, but there's how it turned out. Here's just a quick look at everyone's bowls. Now, I know these are smallish servings, but everyone definitely had seconds. Lasagna is a popular meal around here. And my 7-year-old even took it for lunch the next day, and he had that with a cookie, some tortilla chips, and apples. All right, tonight is Wednesday. It's not even 4 o'clock, and I'm getting dinner ready because we have soccer practice at 5. So I figured tonight I would cook everything and then just keep it in the oven. And then when we get home, we can just warm it up and eat. So I'm doing breakfast for dinner tonight. I really love a good English breakfast. So usually when I do that, I like to include sausage and mushrooms. We don't have those things. Here's a picture of what I usually do. But we do have beans. And we have bacon, we have eggs, we have sourdough for toast. I'm also gonna do some pancakes. And then the kids will probably have some oranges too. But anyways, yeah, so I'm cooking this bacon in the oven. I'm gonna make a batch of pancakes for the kids. I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs. I'm gonna slice up sourdough for toast. I probably want pancakes off toast. And then when we get home, I'll just heat up these baked beans. So yeah, that'll be dinner for tonight. All right, so the eggs and the pancakes are done. There's no egg juices, so not worried about pancakes soaking that up. But I have this cast iron brazier. I'm gonna put the lid on it. And then the bacon is cooking. Once that's cooked, I will turn off the oven, put the lid on this and put that in. And then when we get home, we'll make toast and I'll microwave these beans and that'll be dinner. So leftovers have really been the theme this week, I guess. All the kids are taking some leftovers from dinner for their lunches tomorrow. This is when the Yum boxes really come in handy. So I'll start with my 4-year-old. He won't mind his food being cold, so he's got a pancake ripped up in here, 2 pieces of bacon in this spot. Isn't that a perfect size? He loves this crema yogurt. And the nice thing about it is it's really thick, so it doesn't leak like most yogurts do, and he can also eat it without it being super messy. And an orange. And then his snack is going to be his favorite strawberry bar. My 7-year-old is taking the same thing, but he is very picky about hot food being hot, unless it's pizza. So in this thermos, he has eggs and bacon at the bottom and then his pancake up top. So I'm gonna warm that up in the morning for him. He's got a few pretzels, granola bar, and an orange, which will go on a field trip tomorrow and probably safely come back at 3 o'clock. And then this is for Carter. So he doesn't well, he'll eat yogurt sometimes, but I just don't want to count on him eating it at lunch. And honestly, it'll probably get spilled because he probably won't eat it. And if it's not eaten right away and you're opening your lunch container over and over, it could be a disaster. So anyways, he has a pancake, carrots. Yeah, he doesn't eat meat either. Orange, pretzels, and a granola bar, which he probably won't eat, but if he's really hungry, then I figured why not just throw that in there too. So that's lunch for Thursday. Don't mind the background noise. My dog is whining to go outside, but she can't. And I'm also boiling water for some tea. Actually, maybe I should turn the kettle off. I am super excited for tonight's dinner because I am copying a dish that my sister got at a Korean restaurant recently that I tried and I really liked. So, it is a Korean chicken mayo bowl. You have rice, and this is already cooked, and I'm just gonna thaw it. And then I have chicken, and the chicken is lightly battered and fried, and I have some Korean barbecue seasoning. I found it at Bulk Barn. I wanted to get a little bit to see if I liked it. It smells basically like barbecue seasoning with some sesame, which makes sense. So if I like it, I'll get a container of it from somewhere. So anyways, rice, the battered chicken. It calls for caramelized onions, lightly scrambled egg with a little bit of soy sauce, and then you also put some nori on top. So very much looking forward to this. Oh, and Kewpie mayo, which is like, I don't know, Korean mayo? I don't know. It tastes different than regular mayo. I had some in ramen, and it is so tasty. I don't know what they put in it, but it is good. So I will show you how that all comes together. Also, side note, I got 3 of these bowls from the thrift store the other day. Aren't they not adorable? I think they're going to be so cute for like burrito bowls and stuff. I am really excited to use these, and they were only like $1.50 a piece. All right, so I've got my chicken in the batter, and I added quite a bit of the Korean barbecue seasoning to that, probably about half of what I had. And then rice, I just put a little water over it and I'm gonna microwave it and then add some butter. This is the amount of oil I'll use for the chicken, and that should be good. That's what I usually use when I fry chicken. I don't use a ton. And then by the time I'm finished cooking, there's not much left to throw out. And then I'm caramelizing the onions, which takes the longest, so I'm starting it now, and the eggs are ready when I am. So I will show you the finished bowls after I'm done. All right, there's all the finished chicken. Here's one child's bowl. So these are 2 foods. Oops, I don't know what I was thinking. The rice and egg are things he's eaten before and likes, and then just a little bit of seaweed to try. Here's another child's bowl, and the kids can definitely ask for seconds if they want it. And there's mine. So excited. All right, it is 11:55 on Thursday night. I stayed up late watching Yellow Jackets, so I just quickly threw lunch together. I am not a morning lunch person. I just can't do it. So I just have the 3 boys that I'm packing for, and we almost always do snack lunch on Fridays. So Carter has peanut butter whole wheat crackers, peanuts, egg white, carrots, and a cookie. Noah has just plain crackers, cheese, ham. I don't know if he's gonna eat the cheese, we'll see. He probably won't eat the apples, but I always give them to him anyways. He has a cookie and a granola bar. And then my 4-year-old, it's funny, he has the biggest lunch, but he eats the most. So he has peanut butter crackers, ham, cheese, a cookie, apple. And then for his snack, he has a granola bar, pretzels, and apple. And it was just one apple that I cut up and split amongst the two of them. So yeah, that is lunch for Friday. Here is our last meal of the week. It's Friday, so we're doing a fun dinner as usual. We have some crispy chicken patties. These are just the Great Value ones. My oldest is not home. Otherwise, I probably would have made more, but oops, just 5 this time. So I did the Great Value shoestring fries, and they cook so much faster. So I might be getting those from now on. I have some apples. I put some cinnamon sugar on some of them for the kids that have been picky about apples lately. We have lettuce, buns, and mayo for the homemade McChickens. We've got some cucumbers. We have some fry seasoning, vinegar, ketchup, and some pepper for the McChickens. And that is dinner for tonight. I will also just add in a little clip of my plate right here. So I know I said that Friday would be the last dinner, but I randomly decided to throw in Sunday because I made this bacon wrapped meatloaf. This is one of my favorite recipes. I just do Ritz crackers, a grated onion, a pound of ground beef, and some seasonings, wrap it in bacon, and brush it with barbecue sauce. We also did some microwave baked potatoes, some roasted Brussels sprouts. These are just frozen ones. And then we have a bunch of toppings for the potatoes. We have pepper, the bacon that I cooked on top of the Brussels sprouts and then crumbled up. This seriously gives the Brussels sprouts so much flavor. We have cheese, green onions, plain yogurt with a little bit of garlic powder, and that was it. It was actually super easy, but really delicious. Here's a look at my finished plate. Thanks everyone so much for watching.